So much love and appreciation to those of you who have been with me for the 2 year period plus that I've been doing this. Thank you for showing your love and support to the channel. And to anybody else who is brand new to the platform and you would like to support the channel, also, you can do it by way of Patreon, Anchor, the clothing store, and also the shoe shop that is listed in the comment description below. And again, thank you to any and all of you guys who have been here to support this channel during the 2+ year period. I wouldn't be able to do what I do every single day without you. So before we get started with this conversation, you have the individual, right, that you are able to see. I'm not going to try to identify the person due to the fact that the topic of the conversation, because I know how sensitive people are, and how magically you can, I guess, get in trouble for doing that. So the individual that you see here goes by the name Bridges. I'm just going to go by the last name. Is a professor at UC Berkeley School of Law. And this individual decided to call Josh Hawley, a Republican senator from Missouri, accusing him of transphobia due to the fact of the line of questioning that he had when the conversation dealt with Roe versus Wade.
People with a capacity for pregnancy. Would that be women?
Many women, cis women, have the capacity for pregnancy. Many cis women do not have the capacity for pregnancy. There are also trans men who are capable of pregnancy, as well as non-binary people who are capable of pregnancy.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
So this isn't really a women's rights issue.
We can recognize that this impacts women while also recognizing that it impacts other groups. Those things are not mutually exclusive, Senator Hawley.
Stop it. Get some help.
Oh, so your view is that the core of this right then is about what?
So I want to recognize that your line of questioning is transphobic.
I beg your pardon. I beg your pardon.
And it opens up trans people to violence by not recognizing that.
Bitch, you guessed it.
Wow, you're saying that I'm opening up people to violence by asking whether or not women are the folks who can have pregnancies?
So I want to note that 1 out of 5 transgender persons have attempted suicide. So I think it's important
because of my line of questioning? So we can't talk about it?
Because denying that trans people exist and pretending not to know that they exist
I'm
is
denying that
dangerous.
trans people exist by asking you if you're talking about women having pregnancies?
Do you believe that men can get pregnant?
No, I don't think women can get
So you're
pregnant.
denying that trans people exist?
What you just said is one of the most insanely idiotic things I have ever heard. At no point in your rambling, incoherent response were you even close to anything that could be considered a rational thought. Everyone in this room is now dumber for having listened to it. I award you no points, and may God have mercy on your soul.
And that leads to violence? Is this how you run your classroom? Are students allowed to question you?
Absolutely.
Or are they also treated like this, where
No,
they're told that they're opening up people to violence?
We have a good
by
time in my
questioning?
class. You should join.
Oh, I bet.
You might learn a lot.
Wow, I would learn a lot. I've learned a lot
I
just in
know.
listening.
Are you dumb?
I think she's
I
dumb.
think she's dumb.
I think she's dumb. Are you, like, medically speaking, are you like,
I'm not trying to be mean. Like, are you dumb?
I think she's dumb.
I think she's dumb.
I think she's dumb. I think, do you think
She's dumb.
This is why you have a lot of people, not just here in America, but around the world, laugh when it comes to certain topics. Because you'll have individuals like this, and they will decide that they want to bring up a topic which has literally nothing to do with the subject matter, and they want to make it the focal point. And when it's not being looked at, and when it's not being acknowledged, and when it's not being made the focal point of the whole topic, this is when you have these individuals deciding that they want to go directly on the attack, and they want to try to say that you suffer from a phobia, right? Which is quite ridiculous, because nowhere at any point in time did the line of questioning, right, that he asked, nowhere in there did it ever state that he was either acknowledging or not acknowledging he was staying on the topic of Roe v. Wade, which had to do, right, with the government stepping in and basically telling women what it is that they can and cannot do with their body. Also, on top of the fact, due to the fact that Roe v. Wade started with a woman, right, who was the poster child for Roe v. Wade. So I'm not sure how people are trying to misconstrue, mix up historical facts and things that have actually happened here, and trying to formulate that into a whole different concoction. Now, if this individual wanted to make a whole different argument and they wanted to make an argument about trans people, then you should have brought that up on a whole different subject. This is a whole completely different subject. But then to try to say that it does have to do with women, but it doesn't have to do with women because of some technicalities or whatever it is, whatever variables that you want to throw in there, that's being very dismissive of the reason why Roe v. Wade is being used, why it was enacted, why people are directly fighting over it. Like I said, none of this has anything to do with anybody from a whole other community. It does not. Zero at all. You can go way back when it first started, when it was first created. It had nothing to do with that community at all. Like I said, this is people trying to attach themselves to other social conversations so that they can gain more attention and more light. Because other than them just being where they are and, being happy, being proud, living life to the fullest, nobody is really caring. And that's how it should be. Nobody should mind. Nobody should care that you're living your life how you want to live it. Nobody should care. Nobody should mind that you're off doing your whole other thing, because everybody is minding their own business. It becomes very difficult when people want to mind their business, when other people want to try to intercept your business and insert their business in front of yours, making their business the focal point instead of your own business. And that is clear cut what is taking place at this moment in time. You have people trying to hijack a topic in order to highlight and give themselves further light, more minutes directly in the light, more attention, and all of these other things. In the moment in time that you decide to disagree with the topic or the discussion that they decided to insert themselves into, this is when you are phobic. Pay attention. Pay attention. Because this is clearly how people want to work to try to take over a lot of things that are happening and that are transpiring. And the only way for conversations to really take place is for people to actually stand up and be like, no, we could talk about your issue at some other time. We're focused on this issue right now. So when we're done with this issue, we're completely done, then we can go over and talk about whatever issue that you basically have that is of concern to you at this moment in time. Because like I said, everything that she was listing, it had nothing to do with Roe v. Wade. She was listing stats of people losing their lives and stating that because of the senator's line of questioning, that it is then causing, the passing of somebody from that community basically at this point in time as we're talking. Like basically what she's saying is every single time, right, his video plays and that question is in a sense heard, it's causing somebody in that community to lose their life. Every single time that somebody decides that they want to talk about that conversation and bring up that senator's point, somebody in the community is losing their life because of that conversation, because of that line of questioning. And nobody understands or sees how ridiculous that is. That is 100% ridiculous. I've never seen anything like this in my life, ever in my existence, up until this point. If y'all made it this far, let me know in the comment section if you feel that the line of questioning that he asked during the proceeding, if that was phobic. Because maybe I might be deaf and blind. I mean, I know I am blind because I wear glasses, but maybe I couldn't hear or see, the things that were stated, right? Because like how some people like to tell me, oh, well, because you're not of this community, you don't specifically understand it. So maybe some people out there can make me understand if this was actually phobic or not. Because for me, from everything that I was able to hear, I didn't hear anything like that. I heard an over exaggeration. I heard somebody trying to make up some things and insert some things that did not need to be inserted at that moment in time, because that was not the time nor the place.